You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
Get the edge in your competition and reach for a low-fat chocolate milk. It's packed with the nutrients you need to fuel up. For more information, visit drink-milk.com.
To wear the blue and gold, you have to stay prepared. That's why we shop at Little General Stores, the place we can always count on when overtime hits.
The LG family works hard to ensure your daily needs are covered by offering ways to fill up both on and off the court.
The best snacks along with a friendly staff makes LG the place to be. Trust us, your essential needs are covered.
Little General Stores, your Rose neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
Oh, and by the way, tell them Coach sent you.
Good evening and welcome inside the South Charleston Community Center for tonight's WVSSAC Class 4A Boys Region 3 Championship. Tonight, the Black Eagles of South Charleston come in at 19-5. They'll host the Tigers of Princeton. Princeton coming in at 13-7. Delighted to have you right here on Video Productions. My name is Jack Withrow alongside my producer tonight, Parker Withrow. We've got a good one set up. It's the co-championship between Princeton and South Charleston. There's about, I'd say 5 or 6 miles from here at the community center to the Charleston Coliseum. It has been 8 years since South Charleston has last touched the floor inside the Coliseum. That was back in 2014, their last trip to the state tournament, and the Black Eagles are determined to get back there. Take a look at Princeton. They come in again at 13-7. Their head coach in his 4th season is Rob Williams. They average just over 62 points a game, giving up 55 points to their opponent. They made their way here as a loss in the sectional championship. That was at Greenbrier East back on Friday. That was a 65-50 loss to the Spartans. So they have had to travel on the road here for this co-championship to take on South Charleston. These two teams did meet back in the regular season back on February the 12th. That was a Black Eagles victory, 70-56. As Princeton in the sectional also defeated Woodrow Wilson. That was on the road, 68-67. And then again, they got beat by Greenbrier East, and that has set up the matchup here against South Charleston. From South Charleston, they come in at 19-5 on the season. Their head coach in his 3rd season is Josh Daniel, alumni of South Charleston High School, played at Eastern Kentucky University. The Black Eagles averaging 66 points a contest, giving up 54 to their opponents, 44% field goal shooting. From behind the arc, they're shooting 33%, and from the foul line, 75% for South Charleston. They earned their way here tonight with a defeat, well, a couple of them on the road in sectional play. First, they defeated Capital at Capital 68-47, and then got a big victory over George Washington up on the hill on Friday night, 54-50, to set up tonight's co-championship with Princeton. As we take a look at key players tonight for both teams. For Princeton, you got to look at a couple of them. Grant Cochran, the 6'3" junior, had 10 points in that loss at Greenbrier East. And then Chris Joyce, the 6'1" junior guard, 18 points the other night against the Spartans. And a big body guy, 6'4" senior forward, John Wellman. For South Charleston, you start with the point guard, Wayne Harris, a 5'10" sophomore. Leads the team in scoring, coming in, averaging 18 points a game, 5.5 assists per game. He had 10 points the other night in that victory over George Washington. And then Caden Fawcett, the 6' senior shooting guard, 11.7 points a contest. He had 23 points against George Washington, hit 6 threes. Matter of fact, he's had 68 made threes on the season. And then Mondrell Dean, the 6'4", 235-pound junior forward, averaging just under 12 points a contest, almost 9 rebounds a game for Mondrell Dean. He had 12 points and 7 boards against GW. Matter of fact, South Charleston had 4 players in double figures the other night against the Patriots. They turned GW over 16 times in that sectional championship. We'll step aside real quick. We'll come back with the starting lineups right here on Video Productions.
Wearing number 10 is 6'4" junior Grant Cockrell. A junior wearing number 14, he stands 5'11", Chris Joyce. A sophomore standing 5'7", wearing number 21, PJ Washington. And rounding out your starting lineup for the Princeton Tigers, a senior standing 6'4", number 23, John Wellman. And the head coach of the Princeton Tigers, Coach Rob Williams. And now this week the starting lineup for the Black Eagles of South Charleston High School. He is a sophomore standing 5'8", number 2, Wayne Harris. A junior standing 6'5", wearing number 12, Bryson Smith. A senior standing 6 foot, number 13, Caitlin Fawcett. He is a 6'4" junior, wearing number 23, Mondrell Dean. And right now, the starting lineup for the Black Eagles, a senior 6'5", number 33, Xavier Wellesley. And the head coach.
There you have the starting lineups tonight for South Charleston and Princeton in this Class 4A Boys Region 3 Co-Championship. Of course, down the road in Greenbrier East is George Washington and the Spartans set to start all games tonight, tipping off at 7 o'clock as the 4A is underway around the state of West Virginia. Wayne Harris, Bryson Smith, Caden Fawcett, Mondrell Dean, and Xavier Bosley to start for South Charleston. Chase Hancock, Grant Cochran, Chris Joyce, E.J. Washington, and John Wellman. For Princeton, in the black jersey says Princeton across the chest in white, black numbers trimmed out in white. South Charleston in their home white jerseys, Black Eagles on the front with the black numbers trimmed out in the orange, and the tip up in the air, and we're underway here at the South Charleston Community Center. Man-to-man defense for South Charleston. E.J. Washington works it over on the left side. Back out top, they'll reset the offense. Near side, Chris Joyce. Back to Washington, out top, Key. Princeton showing some patience here, running around the perimeter. Right side, wide open three. That one too strong. Long rebound in the hands and now tipped around into the corner. Cochran with it. Now he gets it tipped away. Turnover. Smith out top. Gives it over to Fawcett. He'll penetrate, but a reach-in foul on Princeton. They get that one on Chris Joyce. That's his first, team foul number 1. South Charleston averaging 66 points a game, giving up 54 to their opponent. As Princeton averaging just over 62 points a game and 55 to their opponent. Wayne Harris, the sophomore point guard, gives it over to Mondrell Dean over on the right wing. They'll swing him around the perimeter. Back to Dean, low post on the other side. He works it now inside, goes to work. Shot up, no good. Tipped back by Bosley, and Dean unable to track it down. It goes out of bounds over to Princeton. A good look for Mondrell Dean, 6'4", 235-pound junior. Plays football for South Charleston. A number of these basketball players are on the football team, and that one's swatted out of there by Xavier Bosley. And speaking of football players, Xavier Bosley, the Jacksonville State commit, headed down there to Alabama to play for Rich Rodriguez and Rick Trickett. Inbound, down low, shot rolls off the iron, no good, but a foul on Bryson Smith. And that'll send Chase Hancock to the line to shoot 2.
The foul on South Charleston, number 12, Smith. That'll be his first, team first, and to the line to the Tigers, number 4.
Hancock with 6 points the other night against Greenbrier East. Buries the first one.
Hancock, second shot.
Second shot up, and it makes them both 2-0. Princeton here early, 6:33 to go. First quarter. Smith here near side, back out top to Fawcett. They swing it over on the far side. Ball tipped away, saved, inbounds. Washington giving chase, goes out of bounds over to South Charleston. Good effort that time by Chris Joyce over on front of his own bench to save it in. Again, these two teams played back on February the 12th. That's a South Charleston victory down in Princeton, 70-56 as a trap and a reach-in foul on Princeton. They get that one on Hancock. That's his first, team foul number 2 on the Tigers. 2-0 Princeton lead here early in the first quarter. The winner advances to the state tournament. Harris drives down into the paint, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. They get the foul on John Wellman. That's his first, team foul number 2 now on Princeton. I'm sorry, 3. 3 team fouls as Harris. That one too strong off the back of the iron, no good.
Harris, second shot.
Harris 10 points the other night. He misses both of them. Same spot on that back iron. Washington into the front court. Out top, picked up by Harris. Now works it over on the right wing. Out top, Wellman penetrates, throws one up with the right hand, no good. Rebound collected by Bosley. Dean into the front court, into the paint, stops, now looks for help, gives it over to Harris. Harris dribbles through the lane. Smith will pull up baseline jumper off the front iron, no good. Rebound cleared out by Chris Joyce. Quickly into the front court, Joyce. Near side 3, good for Chase Hancock. Hancock with all 5 points for Princeton here early. Just over 5 minutes to go, 5-0. Tigers leading the Black Eagles as Harris dribbles in the paint, gets it knocked away, and a turnover on South Charleston. Hancock, he'll go baseline, his shot with the right hand, and that rolls in. 7 points for Chase Hancock, and a quick timeout, a 30-second timeout with 4:47 to go for South Charleston. Princeton leading 7-0. Welcome back inside the South Charleston Community Center. Good start for Princeton. They lead 7-0 over South Charleston. And all 7 points coming from the 6-foot junior guard, Chase Hancock. Did a couple foul shots, a three-pointer, and then drove in baseline for the layup. Pull up right elbow, good. Caden Fawcett gets South Charleston on the board. 5-point advantage for Princeton as Washington races here near side into the front court. Gives up his dribble, loose ball, tipped around, finally gathered up at mid-court and then thrown away. Turnover on Princeton, that's their second. Speaking of football players, Grant Cochran, I believe he was the quarterback at Princeton. Came up and played South Charleston in the playoff back in 2020 as the entry pass in the low post to Dean. We got a whistle and a foul. We get that one on E.J. Washington, team number 4. As Harris will trigger it in along the baseline. Gets it in to Bosley, low post. Bosley puts it up with the right hand, score it for the 6'6" senior. 3-point advantage now for Princeton, 7-4, just under 4 minutes to go, opening quarter. Wellman, he'll pull up baseline. His shot no good. Tipped around, controlled by Princeton. Their shot no good. That is Grant Cochran, and he's fouled. We get that one on Xavier Bosley. That's his first, team foul number 2. Now see Grant Cochran to the foul line to shoot 2. First one up and in. Cochran with 10 points the other night in that loss to Greenbrier East. Speaking of the George Washington, Greenbrier East, you can watch that one right here on Video Productions as well on Facebook and YouTube tonight, as well as the NFHS Network. Balls it out top, gives it over to Harris, Wayne Harris. Averaging 18 points a game for South Charleston. Now Fawcett, he'll put up a 3. That one's short off the iron, rebound to Bosley. Back to Fawcett. And left that one short. Down the other side, ball kicked around into the hands of Princeton's Cochran. His shot no good. Bosley with the rebound and then threw it away. .308 to go, opening quarter, 9-4. Princeton leading South Charleston. South Charleston with a slow start here tonight. Kick it out, 3 on the way. Off the iron, no good. Bosley with the rebound again. Harris in the front court. Gives it in to Bosley, nice move, and the layup will not go down. E.J. Washington in the corner, they kick it out. 3, wide open. Off the right side of the iron, no good. Bosley again clears it out. That big body, 6'6", 300 pounds. Fawcett drives all the way to the basket. No good. Xavier Bosley kicks it out. Smith, 3. That one no good. Rebound, tipped back out to Smith again. He'll skip pass here near side for Fawcett. That one finally goes down. South Charleston active on the offensive glass. They draw within 2. Joyce out top. Works it over on the left side. Gives it over to Cochran. Now Hancock out top. Looks for a screen. Works it along the baseline. Floater up baseline. Jumper no good. Rebound cleared out by Mondrell Dean. Smith feeds it in. Bosley. Layup. Good. A timeout called, a 30-second timeout by Princeton with 1:41 to go. We're all tied up at 9 apiece.
Get the edge in your competition and reach for a low-fat chocolate milk. It's packed with the nutrients you need to fuel up. For more information, visit drink-milk.com.
Welcome back inside the South Charleston Community Center. Jack Withrow alongside my producer tonight, Parker Withrow, here on Video Productions for this Class 4A Boys Region 3 Coach Championship. All tied up, 1:36 to go here, opening quarter. Washington works it over on the right side. It was down inside, now they kick it in the corner. Joyce feeds it back out to Cochran, 15-footer, no good. Rebound cleared out by Wayne Harris. He'll race in the front court. Kicks it out, now he'll get it back. Guarded by Washington. Harris goes all the way to the basket, score it. His first field goal of the evening. And South Charleston's first lead, 11-9. Xavier Murray in for the Black Eagles, wearing number 5. Washington, now Cochran, gives it back to Washington. He'll dribble down in. Hands it over, ball rejected. From behind, it's rejected, but they get a whistle. Let's see who this is on. get that on Bryson Smith. That's his second. And that'll send John Wellman to the line to shoot 2. As he makes the first. He's at 5 of 5 from the foul line here. Checking in the ballgame for South Charleston is Caden Fawcett, Christian Goebel, 6'2" sophomore. 5.5 points a game, 1 of 2 from the foul line for Wellman. 1 point advantage for South Charleston, 37 seconds to go, opening quarter. Harris out top, picked up by Washington. He'll hold for the last shot. And works it over on the far side. Wayne Harris, the sophomore point guard. Top of the key, gives it over Fawcett. He'll pull the trigger on a 3. Too strong. Tipped out to Dean. Dean will put up the 3. That went off the front of the iron. Tip up, no good. We come to the end of the first quarter. South Charleston and Princeton in a tight one. Black Eagles lead by 1.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 46,000 participants here in West Virginia who take part in high school sports or activities.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
Welcome back inside South Charleston Community Center. South Charleston leading Princeton by 1, 11-10. As we head to the second quarter, it'll be Black Eagles ball to start off with. As Mondrell Dean, Murray out there, along with Christian Goebel, Caden Fawcett, and Wayne Harris. Original starting 5 also out there for Princeton. Dean in the paint, down low. Goes up, left it short. Rebound down to the Tigers. Wellman. We'll give it over to Joyce. Now Washington with it between the circles. Wellman. Long 2 for John Wellman. He's got 3 points and the lead back to Princeton, 12-11. Footer straight away for Fawcett, nothing but net. For Caden Fawcett, he's got 7. Lead back to South Charleston. Chris Joyce into the corner. Wellman trying to go baseline, and now they're going to get a pushing foul on Mondrell Dean. His first. Team foul number 4 on the Black Eagles. Out top, Hancock gives it over. Now he'll get it back over on the left side, penetrates in the paint, reverse layup, no good. Tipped around, out of bounds, over to South Charleston. Up in Region 1 in this 4A, it's University at Morgantown tonight. Wheeling Park plays at Bridgeport. Region 2, you're looking at Hedgesville at Jefferson and Musselman at Martinsburg. Fawcett, long 3 is good. His second 3 of the evening. He's got 10 points. And South Charleston with a 4-point advantage. He got 73 pointers he's hit here his senior year for Caden Fawcett. Left side, Hancock gives it out. Joyce, his shot no good. Rebound cleared out by Mondrell Dean. Quickly into the corner. Goebel's three off the back iron, no good. And a jump ball. Possession error will stay with Princeton.
Possession arrow, Princeton basketball.
6:03 to go, second quarter. You're inside the South Charleston Community Center. Region 3 co-championship here in the Class 4A. George Washington playing at Greenbrier East tonight. Chris Joyce, left side. Wellman trying to go baseline, gets stopped. Feeds it down low. Scramble for the ball. Murray comes up with it. Up ahead. Dean. He'll go in. Contact. Score the basket for Mondrell Dean. Largest lead of the evening. 6-point advantage, 18-12. Washington hits the floor, taken away. And here comes South Charleston. Wayne Harris goes into the paint. His shot no good. And now we got a whistle on South Charleston. That will go against Murray. That's his first. Team foul number 5 on the Black Eagles. Checking into the ball game. David Edwards, 5'6" junior guard, and now an offensive foul on Princeton. Get that one on Cochran. That's his first. Team foul number 5 now on Princeton. 5:07 to go. Second quarter action. 18-12. South Charleston leading Princeton. Winner here advances to the state tournament. Fawcett pull-up jumper from the right side. Looked like it was partially deflected as Joyce falls down on the floor. Edwards will walk it across the timeline. Feed down low, tipped around, stolen by Harris. Another turnover. Harris pulls up straight away, 15-footer, banks it in. Give him 4 points. And an 8-point advantage now for the Black Eagles. Ball tipped out, and it will, a point to South Charleston. As they say, Chase Hancock touched it last. Check it in for Princeton is 6'1" junior forward Cohen Sarton, and also 6' senior guard Cameron Hurt. Murray out top to Goebel. Nice feed to a wide open Dean, and he is fouled. They'll get the foul on Sarton. His first, and that'll send Mondrell Dean to the foul line to shoot 2. First shot up and off the front of the iron, no good. Aiden Nash will check in for Princeton, 6'4" senior forward. The only starter out there for the Tigers now is Chris Joyce. Second shot for Dean, and he makes that one 1 of 2. He's got 3 points. Full court pressure for South Charleston. And now they're going to get a whistle on South Charleston. They get was on Caden Fawcett. That's his first. Team foul number 6 on South Charleston. 4:02 to go. Quickly into the front court and threw it away. Another turnover. 7 turnovers here in the first half for, 8 turnovers for Princeton. 3:58 to go here. Looking at down at Region 4 here in Class 4A. Huntington at Parkersburg South tonight as Harris takes it in. Layup is good. He's got 6 points. And St. Albans at Campbell Midland tonight.
for 2.
All back out top, almost. Another turnover in the corner. 3 up and in is good for Cameron Hurt. 23-15 South Charleston. Fawcett, pull up off the iron, no good. Rebound to Princeton. Joyce out top. Puts it over the right side. 3 on the way, too strong. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. Grant Cochran checks back in along with John Wellman. And also for the first time tonight, Gavin Stover. Stover, left wing. Gives it up to Joyce over on the right wing. He'll penetrate in the paint. Hands it off. Shot no good by Grant Cochran, but he is fouled. And 2 shots coming up for Grant Cochran. They get that one on Xavier Murray. That's his second.
That'll be his second. Team number 7 at the line for Princeton. Number 10, Cochran.
First shot up, no good off the back iron for Grant Cochran.
Re-entering for South Charleston, Trio Smith.
Bryson Smith checks back in for the Black Eagles. 3:02 to go. Second shot coming up for Cochran. 2 of 3 from the foul line tonight. 6'3" junior. Makes 1 of 2. 23-16 South Charleston. Just under 3 minutes to go here. Opening half inside the South Charleston Community Center. Wayne Harris over on the left wing. Looking for a screen. Gets one from Dean. Now he'll give it back to Mondrell Dean. Dribbles down in the paint. Kicks it over here near side. Smith. Step through. Shot up no good. Rebound Bosley. Bosley forces it back out to Smith. He'll throw up a 3. That one no good. And finally cleared out by Princeton. Into the corner. Pump fake. Baseline jump shot up and in for Hurt. He's got 5 points. Wickley Harris. 23-18 South Charleston leading Princeton. Harris being closely guarded by Stover. Harris, quick move to the basket, layup good. 8 points for Wayne Harris. 25-18 as Joyce works it down into the paint. Shot up for Wellman, no good. Smith with the rebound, and here comes South Charleston. Fawcett, left wing. And they say he carried it. 3rd turnover for South Charleston. .145 to go here in the opening half. 25-18 South Charleston. Stover loses it. Another turnover. Harris. Dean. And they wave it off. They say travel. 4th turnover for South Charleston. Gavin Stover gets it across the timeline over on the right side, and now steps taken that time by Hurt. He gives it right back to South Charleston with 1:18 to go. Minute 32 to go up in Parkersburg. Parkersburg South leading Huntington 33-30. A tight one there inside the ROAC. Loose ball, turnover on South Charleston. Up ahead. They kick it out to Hurt over on the right side. He'll put up a long 2. Rebound to Cochran. Back out to Hurt. This time a 3. That went off the back iron. No good. And Dean finally corrals it over in the corner. Harris. Draws contact, the whistle, and a foul. And they get that one on Stover. That's his first. Is it a shooting foul? It was a shooting foul, so 2 shots coming up for Wayne Harris. 8 points tonight for the sophomore. Came in tonight averaging 18 points a game and 5.5 assists. 0 for 2 from the foul line tonight. Now he finally makes one. That makes 11 points now for Wayne Harris. Christian Goebel back into the lineup for the Black Eagles. Second shot on the way and in. 12 points for Harris. E.J. Washington will bring it across the timeline. Kicks it over on the right side to Cochran into the corner. Wellman, he'll try a 3. Good. And with it a long 2. Nope, they counted it as a 3. Excuse me, now they change it back to a 2. 27-20. Didn't see the official put up 2 hands for the 3-pointer. 10 seconds. Harris with it out top. Looks for a screen. Now gives it over to Fawcett. 4 seconds. Fawcett into the corner. They got to get it off. Coble. Shot at the buzzer. Air ball. And brings us to the end of the first half here inside the South Charleston Community Center. South Charleston leading Princeton by 7, 27-20. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and recap the first half. You're watching Black Eagles basketball right here on Video Production.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 46,000 participants here in West Virginia who take part in high school sports or activities.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Welcome back inside the South Charleston Community Center. Halftime score, South Charleston leading Princeton 27-20 in this Class 4A Region 3 Co-Championship. The other Co-Championship taking place down in Greenbrier County as George Washington is battling the Spartans of Greenbrier East tonight. We take a look at some other halftime scores, or other scores around Class 4A. Parkersburg South leads Huntington 39-31 at the half. Now Cyrus Trawl leads all scorers with 12 points in that one. St. Albans leading Campbell Midland at halftime. That's being played down in Ona. St. Albans 23, Campbell Midland 21. Jaden Clark for the Red Dragons, 11 points to lead all scorers. Chance Hartwell with 10. For for St. Albans. For Cabell Midland, Chandler Smith, the senior, with 6 points. We look around and halftime score down in Greenbrier County. Greenbrier East leading George Washington 27-21. So an upset brewing down there in Fairleigh tonight. Halftime score up in Morgantown. It's the Morgantown Mohegans leading the Hawks of University 33-11. And then we've got a Eastern Panhandle Region 2 score update. Musselman leading Martinsburg 27-21 at halftime. Also at halftime in Region 1, Wheeling Park is leading Bridgeport 25-16 at the half. And this one, South Charleston leads Princeton here at halftime 27-20. Princeton leading scorer is Chase Hancock. Matter of fact, he had the first 7 points for Princeton as they jumped out to a 7-0 lead before South Charleston's head coach Josh Daniel took a timeout. Hancock is yet to score again, finished with 7 points in the first half. 5 points for Cameron Hurt, who came off the bench in the second quarter, hit a 3, and finished with 5. 5 points for John Wellman. Wellman, 1 of 2 from the foul line. And then rounding out the scoring for Princeton is Grant Cochran. Cochran, 3 of 4 from the foul line in the first half. He's got 3 points. As the Tigers, 6 of 8 from the foul line in that first half. For South Charleston, a couple double-figure scores. Wayne Harris finished with 10 points in that first half, along with Caden Fawcett. Fawcett with a couple threes for the Black Eagles. So Harris and Fawcett with 10 points apiece. 4 points for Xavier Bosley, and 3 points for Mondrell Dean. Just 4 players scoring for both teams there in the first half. Foul issues. Nobody with any more than 1 foul for Princeton. For South Charleston, a couple players with 2 fouls. Bryson Smith has 2, and Xavier Murray with 2 fouls here at the half. As South Charleston trying to get back to the state tournament. They haven't been there since 2014. And looking at Princeton, their history for the state tournament, they made 16 trips to the state basketball tournament. Got to the semifinals 9 times. Twice they were runner-ups. And a 3-time state champions for the Princeton Tigers, 1948, 1979, and 1981. I believe the 81 championship was the first year it was back or in Charleston, I believe, at the new. Back then it was the Charleston Civic Center, now it's the Charleston Coliseum, and before that they were playing up in Morgantown. For South Charleston, they've made 30 trips to the state tournament in their history. Of course, the last time, like I said, back in 2014, that was a loss to Hurricane in the quarterfinals. They made it to 18 semifinals, 7-time runner-up for the Black Eagles, and 1 championship. Then coming back in 1959, they defeated Fairmont Senior 73-67. We've got about 3 minutes on the clock here at the half. We'll take another break. We'll come back with the start of the second half here in this Class 4A Boys Region 3 Co-Championship inside the South Charleston Community Center.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 46,000 participants here in West Virginia who take part in high school sports or activities.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Welcome back inside the South Charleston Community Center as we get set for the second half, 27-20. Black Eagles leading the Tigers of Princeton. Again, South Charleston's Wayne Harris and Caden Fawcett both with 10 points to lead the Black Eagles. Chase Hancock with 7 points to lead the Tigers. Here at the halftime break, another score update from the Eastern Panhandle in Region 2. Jefferson leading Hedgesville 34-17. That's a halftime score there. To get things started, it'll be Black Eagles ball. Original starting five out there for South Charleston. They'll be going right to left as you're looking down on the court here at South Charleston Community Center. Harris. Now Smith swinging up top to Bosley. Wayne Harris. Top of the key, gives up his dribble over to Dean. Thought about the three, now puts it on the floor, goes down in. Now they're going to get a push off with that left arm for Mondrell Dean. That's his second. E.J. Washington. We're on the far side in front of the Princeton bench. They leave him wide open, a three off the mark. Backside rebound, pulled down by Princeton. Hancock almost lost it, now throws it over, and a scramble for it on the floor. We've got a tie up. It'll stay with Princeton.
The call on the court is a help ball. Possession arrow, Princeton basketball.
Cochran will trigger it in along the baseline underneath his own basket, gets it in the corner. Joyce down in the paint, throws one up, tip up. That won't go. Tip back it in. That time by Grant Cochran. He's got 5 points. And a 5-point advantage for South Charleston. Wayne Harris over on the right side in the corner. Now Dean hands it over to Fawcett. Harris again with an out top. Guarded by Washington. He'll work it over on the right side. Step back three off the back iron, no good. Rebounded down to Princeton. Quickly into the front court. Joyce Nifty little move that time by Chris Joyce. That's his first points of the night. And it's a 3-point advantage for South Charleston. Harris feeds it into Bosley. Easy layup there for the big guy. Nice dish by Wayne Harris. Bosley with 6 points. Pushes the lead back to 5. Washington kicks it into the corner. 3 on the way. Off the front iron, no good. Smith with the rebound. Up ahead, Harris. Contact, no whistle, but he'll score it as he goes through the contact. Harris with 12 points. Wellman works it down in the paint. Throws it up with the right hand off the glass. 7 points for John Wellman. 31-26. Bosley swings it here near side to Smith. Now back out top to Harris. Wayne Harris, 12 points, guarded by Washington. He'll take him on the left side down the lane, but we've got a whistle and a foul before the shot. They get that on E.J. Washington. That's his second. First Princeton player with more than 1 foul. Fawcett gets it back, 3, left it short. A rebound cleared out by Princeton. Here come the Tigers. Wellman kicks it back out, straight away 3 on the way, good for Chase Hancock. His first points since the first quarter. He's got 10. And it's a 2-point advantage for the Black Eagles. Fawcett off the screen. Man-to-man defense for Princeton as Smith, he'll step through. Floater is good. First points of the evening from Bryson Smith. Washington, ball knocked around. Smith, Dean up ahead. Look out here as he'll go up and just slightly flush it in. Dean with 5 points. 35-29, Washington into the corner. Chris Joyce, spin move in the paint, and a reach-in foul on Wayne Harris. That's his first. Team foul number 2 on South Charleston. They say it occurred on the floor. And I believe we've got some blood on Grant Cochran's short, so he'll go out. Checking in for Princeton will be Aiden Ash.
Number 3, Ash. Into the ball game for the Princeton Tigers.
Ash will inbound it along the baseline into the corner to Wellman. Back out top to Washington. E.J. Washington looking for a screen. Long 3, good for Chase Hancock. Back-to-back threes for Hancock. Gives him 13 points, 35-32. Harris out top. He'll pull up for a 3. That one's short. Bosley there. His shot no good, but he's fouled. To get that on Wellman, that's his second. And line for the first time tonight is Xavier Bosley. 6'6", 300-pounder on his way to Jacksonville State to play football. That one too strong off the back of the iron. Bosley with 6 points tonight. Second shot up, and that one off the iron, no good. He missed both of them. 35-32, Washington with it. Picks up his dribble. 1-3-1 zone now for South Charleston. Joyce goes baseline, in and out, no good. And we got a whistle on the rebound on Xavier Bosley. Or did they get it on Dean? thought that was on Bosley. The PA announcer said it was on Mondrell Dean. Bosley goes to the bench, and now we've got a foul. Let's see who this is on. He gets this one on Murray. That's his third. That's Cochran. Comes back into the ball game. He'll trigger it in along the baseline. Still looking. Finally gets it over on the right other side. Ball forced up. Rebound. Back out to Hancock as he forced it up. Got his own rebound. Chris Joyce into the paint. Wellman, baseline jumper, air ball. Dean with the rebound. And that one well over the head, a Fawcett turnover on South Charleston. Three minutes to go, third quarter. Washington into the corner. Chris Joyce, he'll dribble back out top. Back into the corner to Washington. Now they feed it down inside. Shot up and in for Chase Hancock. He's got 15 points. South Charleston's lead down to 1, 35-34. Harris penetrates into the paint. Scoop shot up and in for Wayne Harris. And timeout taken by South Charleston head coach Josh Daniel. That's a 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well with 2:30 to go here in the third quarter of 37-34 Black Eagles.
To wear the blue and gold, you have to stay prepared. That's why we shop at Little General Stores, the place we can always count on when overtime hits.
The LG family works hard to ensure your daily needs are covered by offering ways to fill up both on and off the court.
The best snacks, along with a friendly staff, makes LG the place to be. Trust us, your essential needs are covered.
Little General Stores, your Rose neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
Oh, and by the way, tell them Coach sent you.
Welcome back inside the South Charleston Community Center. South Charleston leading Princeton 37-34 with 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Update from Ona. Midland leading St. Albans by 3, 31-28, 2:46 to go in the third quarter of that one. George Washington has taken the lead over Greenbrier East at the end of the third, 39-32. Hancock kicks it out to Joyce, top of the key. Works it over near side with a dribble, forces one up and in. 4 points for Joyce. Back to a 1-point lead for the Black Eagles. Harris out top. Murray swings it over on the right side to Dean. Back here to the near side for Harris. Now Smith, wide open three. That one too strong. And ball out of bounds to Princeton. Eight points for Chase Hancock here in the third quarter. Help Princeton get back into this one. They're down by one. Opportunity here to take the lead. Three on the way for Wellman, and he does. John Wellman with 10 points. And Princeton back in the lead by 2, 39-37. Harris into the corner. They kick it out to Fawcett. He'll penetrate down the left side, layup. No good. Tip up no good by Dean. And finally he is fouled. We get that one on Cochran. That's his second. Team foul number 3 as Dean at the foul line to shoot 2. He switches the first one. 2 of 3 from the foul line tonight for Dean. He's got 6 points. Second shot on the way, makes both. 7 points now for Dean. We're all tied up at 39 apiece. Washington picked up by Smith. Joyce penetrates into the paint. Shot off the glass is good for Chris Joyce. He's got 6 points, all 6 points here in the third quarter. 41-39, under a minute to go here in third. Harris, wide open lane. Missed the layup. Rebound. Princeton. Cochran's shot, no good. He is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. They get that one on Bryson Smith. That's his third. And team number 5 on South Charleston. As Grant Cochran, 2 shots coming up. 3 of 4 from the foul line tonight for Cochran. As he makes that one. Take a look at that replay. And you see Smith got him on the arm. Second one up and in, he makes both. 7 points for Cochran, 43-39. Princeton leading South Charleston. Black Eagles led by 7 at the half, 27-20. Harris, step back, straightaway 3 is good. 17 points for Harris, 43-42. Hancock, right wing, penetrates, kicks it over to Cochran. Back out to Wellman. Washington, pump fake. Loses it, up ahead Murray. Layup, good. We come to the end of the third quarter. We've got a good one here in the South Charleston Community Center. It's a 1-point ball game. South Charleston leading Princeton after 3. 44-43 here on Video Productions. Welcome back inside the South Charleston Community Center. 1-point ball game. South Charleston leading Princeton 44-43. As we head to the fourth quarter, it'll be Black Eagles ball. Wayne Harris for South Charleston, 17 points for Princeton. Leading the way with 15 points, Chase Hancock. Hancock scored 7 points early in the ball game. Didn't score in the second quarter and then had 8 in that third quarter. As Princeton outscored South Charleston 23-17 to get back in, and now we've got a travel on Bryson Smith. Full court pressure being applied by South Charleston. Hancock looking to get it in, gets it into Washington. Picked up by Fawcett. They'll try to trap over to Hancock. Can't leave him open. Feed down inside. Shot up off the iron, no good from Cochran. Cleared out by Smith and taken away. And a travel called on Princeton. Christian Goebel checks back in for South Charleston. So it's Goebel, Murray, Harris, Dean, and Fawcett. Washington, Hancock, Cochran, Wellman, and Joyce for Princeton. Black Eagles leading by 1. Harris works it over on the right side into the corner. Goebel, 3, short, into the hands of Dean. He'll lay it up and in. 9 points for Mondrell Dean. Washington into the front court. Picked up by Fawcett. Works it over to the left side. 3 on the way. In and out, no good. And a foul on Princeton. I believe it's going to be against Grant Cochran. And it is. That's his 3rd. Team foul number 4 on Princeton. Cochran with 3 fouls, Washington with 2, Wellman with 2. As Harris walks it across the timeline, just under 7 minutes to go here in the ballgame. Goebel, right side, hands it off to Mondrell Dean. Now he gives it over to Harris, picked up by Washington. Harris, quick step, inside, shot up, good, and a foul. Wayne Harris showing some strength. Goes up against the 2 bigger defenders, score the basket. And he's got an opportunity here to extend the lead with a 3-point play. To get that foul on Wellman, that's his 3rd. As Cameron Hurt back into the ball game, and Harris makes it. He's got 20 points. Washington into the front court, feeds it in, ball knocked away, and the official from behind calls the reach-in foul. And matter of fact, they call it a shooting foul. Looked like he was throwing a pass. So Wellman at the line to shoot 2. First one up and in, nothing but net. 2 of 3 from the foul line so far for Wellman. He's got 11 points. Second shot up and in. He makes both of them. 12 points for John Wellman. And a 4-point lead for South Charleston, 49-45. Aiden Fawcett left wing. Feeds it over. Dean hands it back to Fawcett near the side. He'll try to go around Hurt. He does. Goes down inside. Feeds it over to Murray. Murray's shot rolls off the iron. Offensive board no good by Dean. And cleared out. And now Washington on the floor. Dean picks it up. Up ahead to Harris. Contact. Count the basket. I wasn't sure if the official called a charge or the basket was good. He calls the blocking foul. And Harris back to the line to try to complete another 3-point play. As he buries that one, he's got 23 points. 52-45. Lead to 7 for South Charleston. Just under 6 minutes to go. Washington out top. Now Cameron Hurt feeds it over to Joyce. He'll work it over near side. One against Harris. Into the corner. Washington 3 off the front of the iron, no good. Blocked from behind by Dean on Cochran. Dean with it in the front court. Gives it over to Harris. Wayne Harris. He'll slow it down. Head coach Josh Daniel. Harris, right side, Dean gets it back between the circles. 5:18 to go. 52-45. Black Eagles leading the Tigers. A trip to the state tournament on the line here tonight. Goebel with it. Left wing, kicks it out to Murray. He'll swing it over to Dean. Dean. Back out, wide open. Goebel thought about the 3, then pulls it back, gives back out to Harris. Under 5. Harris Penetrates all the way to the basket. High off the glass. Score it, and a foul. Wayne Harris is unconscious right now. Took it in once again to the bigger defenders and kissed it high off the backboard. He's got 25. Take a look at this replay. And just smoked underneath the basket. Cochran. And Wayne Harris at the line trying to complete another three-point play. Up and it rolls in. 26 points for Wayne Harris. 10-point advantage for South Charleston. 4:44 to go. Hancock works it over the left side, pushes one up, no good, into the hands of Goebel. Up ahead, Harris into the front court. And again, they slow it down. Picked up by Hurt. And now Washington, they switch off. Into the corner, Goebel, three on the way, off the back of the iron, no good. Tipped around, Dean with it, he'll clean it up. 11 points for Mondrell Dean, and timeout. Head coach Rob Williams has seen enough. He calls a timeout with 4:05 to go. We'll take one as well. 57-45. South Charleston leading Princeton here on Video Productions.
Get the edge in your competition and reach for a low-fat chocolate milk. It's packed with the nutrients you need to fuel up. For more information, visit drink-milk.com.
Welcome back inside the South Charleston Community Center. South Charleston leading Princeton 57-45 as South Charleston sophomore Wayne Harris has went unconscious here. He's got 9 points in the fourth quarter to lead the Black Eagles. 26 points for the game for Harris. And we've seen it from him 3 times in this quarter. He has taken it to the rim, got fouled, and completed the three-point play. Sarton into the paint. Feed it over, ball slapped away into the hands of Dean. A turnover on Princeton. Up ahead, Harris. Paulson penetrates, loses it out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Black Eagles. 3:46 to go. Great crowd on hand here inside the South Charleston Community Center. We've been playing basketball here for a long time. Harris in the corner, why not three? Left it too strong, tipped around, and a rebound to Princeton as Chase Hancock gets that rebound. Foul from behind by Xavier Murray. That's his fourth.
Number 5, Murray. That means he scored. Team number 7. At the line for Princeton. Number 4, Hancock with the 1+1.
Bryson Smith checks back in for South Charleston. Team foul number 7 as Hancock at the line for 1-1. First one up too strong. Rebound cleared out of the air by Dean. 3:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. South Charleston leading 57-45. It was a 1-point ball game at the end of the third. The Black Eagles leading 44-43. Fawcett works it over on the right side to Bryson Smith. Smith, the 6'5" junior, back over to Harris. Harris goes around. Hancock misses the shot, but he's fouled. 2 shots coming up for Wayne Harris. 5 of 7 from the foul line tonight for Harris. As he makes that one. Missed his first 2 free throws tonight as we look at the replay there. And has made 6 straight. Jared Watson checks in for Princeton. 6'1" junior guard as Harris makes both of them. He's got 28. Chris Joyce loses it out of bounds. They say it was off of South Charleston. 3:02 to go. Out top, over to Chris Joyce, and now Watson with it in the corner. Trying to feed it in to Sarton. Loose ball out of bounds over to South Charleston. A turnover on Princeton. And the Princeton faithful who were standing on their feet at the end of the third quarter are all setting down here. After Wayne Harris has taken the team on his back. Smith over to Harris. 2:47 to go. Just a sophomore. Harris stops over on the right side. Keeps his dribble. 2:28 to go. Now penetrates in the paint, and the timeout taken by South Charleston with 2:26 to go. It's a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout as well. 59-45, Black Eagles leading the Tigers. .26 to go here inside the South Charleston Community Center. 59-45. The ball knocked out of the hands of Harris, or at least he tried to get it in. Cochran knocks it away. Layup no good. Cochran with the rebound. He'll get it over. Shot up and in by Wellman, and timeout taken by Princeton. John Wellman with 14 points. And another timeout. As we take a look at some scores, George Washington, game winner at the buzzer. As Brendan Hoffman from the left wing buries the three. It was all tied up at 42 apiece. And Hoffman knocks it down. George Washington headed back to the Charleston Coliseum with a 45-42 victory over Greenbrier East on a buzzer beater by Brendan Hoffman. 2:16 to go here in this one. Full court pressure. They try to trap Harris. He'll work around 2 defenders into the front court. Left side, Fawcett. South Charleston able to take their time here. No hurry. Lead the clock off. We go under 2 minutes. Harris holds it, now puts it on the floor. So the defending 4A champions, Patriots of George Washington, headed back to the Charleston Coliseum. And it's a good possibility if South Charleston get through this one. As they work it down wide open. Murray misses it, the bunny, but Dean with the offensive board kicks it over to Smith. Floater up. That one no good. Tip up, finally in by Smith. 61-47, what I was saying, if South Charleston can get through this one, high off the glass, no good. Rebound, Dean. They'll pretty much, what I believe is Dean lays it up, no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. The way I'm looking at the seeding, unless somebody gets upset in one of the other regions, we're looking at a rematch between George Washington and South Charleston in the opening quarterfinals next week. As Dean at the line to shoot 2. That one too strong.
Re-entering for the Eagles, the Tigers, number 4, Hancock.
Hancock comes back into the ball game for Princeton. 15 points tonight for Chase Hancock. Second shot coming up from Mondrell Dean. And next 1 of 2. 12 points tonight for Mondrell Dean. Hancock into the paint, stops, now kicks it over to Hurt. They'll work it back out top. They try to trap him. And a reach-in foul, it looked like on Caden Fawcett. Cameron Hurt at the line. A one-on-one opportunity for Hurt. He's got 5 points. Those 5 points coming in the second quarter. He came off the bench. Second foul on Fawcett. Team foul number 8. As Gavin Stover is set to check in. The first shot up, rolls off the iron, no good. Cochran with the rebound, and now he's fouled as he tried to go back up with it. I believe this will go against Bryson Smith. It does. That's his 4th. The 2 shots coming up for Grant Cochran. 7 points tonight for the 6'3" junior. Back into the ball game, Gavin Stover. Second shot on the way, he makes both of them. 9 points for Cochran. Get it into Harris. He'll race into the front court now. He slows it up. 1 minute to go. 62-49. Black Eagles leading the Tigers here in this Region 3 co-championship. George Washington has already advanced with a buzzer beater down in Fairleigh over Greenbrier East. 45-42. Man, Hillbillies are headed back to the Charleston Coliseum. Defending Class A champions. They defeated Gilmer County 88-66. Pendleton County back to Charleston. They defeated East Hardy 74-41. As Fawcett puts it up and in. 11 points tonight for Caden Fawcett, the senior. Had a couple threes in that first half to lead South Charleston in that first half. Morgantown defeats University 57-37. That one rolls off the iron. Tip up by Dean will not go. Joyce kicks it in the corner. Hurt 3 on the way. Skims the front of the iron, no good. Joyce with the offensive board. His putback won't go. Hurt again with the rebound. Kicks it out to Wellman. That 3 won't go. Finally tracked down in the corner, but Harris stepped on the baseline. Out of bounds to Princeton with 27.1 seconds to go. And South Charleston clears the bench. Substitutions coming in for the Black Eagles. Jaden Motley, Connor Hughes, Josh Gibbon, Roman Kellum, And Jamari Tubbs into the ballgame for South Charleston. Ball tipped out to Hurt, but out of bounds over to the Black Eagles with 22.3 seconds. 63-49, South Charleston in control of this one. As they inbound to Motley. And he got it stripped away out of bounds. It'll stay with South Charleston. Parkersburg South defeated Huntington tonight. They returned to the Coliseum. 76-64 the final on that one. Jefferson also defeated Hedgesville 65-48. Motley gets it into Hughes into the front court, and he goes in for the layup, and he's fouled. I believe that's on Cochran. That is his fifth. So Grant Cochran, the junior, will foul out with 9 points tonight. 2 shots coming up for Connor Hughes, the 6'1" senior, at the line for the Black Eagles. And he misses the first. Second shot on the way. He makes that one 1 of 2 for Connor Hughes. 14 seconds. Hancock into the front court. He'll heave up a 3, no good. Tipped around, controlled by Princeton. As Wellman will step back. Shot off the mark. Rebound South Charleston, and the Black Eagles are headed back to the Charleston Coliseum in the boys state basketball tournament. First time since 2014, South Charleston advances to the state tournament with a 64-49 victory over Princeton. We'll step aside real quick. We'll come back. We'll recap everything from here inside the community center. We're watching Black Eagles basketball right here on Video Productions.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
Get the edge in your competition and reach for a low-fat chocolate milk. It's packed with the nutrients you need to fuel up. For more information, visit drink-milk.com.
Welcome back inside the South Charleston Community Center. Final score, Black Eagles advance to the state tournament with a 64-49 victory over the visiting Tigers of Princeton. As they're getting the ladder out here at the community center and the scissors to cut down the nets. South Charleston, co-champions of the Class 4A Region 3. George Washington, and a buzzer beater down in Fairleigh, defeated Greenbrier East 45-42. Take a look at the final stats here for Princeton, leading the way tonight. 15 points from Chase Hancock. 14 points coming from John Wellman, 9 from Grant Cochran, 6 points tonight from Chris Joyce. And rounding out the scoring for the Tigers, 5 points from Cameron Hurt. Princeton 12 of 16 from the foul line tonight. Again, they were led by 15 points for Chase Hancock. For South Charleston, 12 points tonight for Mondrell Dean. 11 points coming from Caden Fawcett, the senior. 6 points from Xavier Bosley, another senior for South Charleston. 4 points from Bryson Smith, 2 from Xavier Murray. 1 point coming from Connor Hughes. And 28 points tonight for sophomore Wayne Harris. Had 10 points at the break and went for 18 there in the second half. And South Charleston with a 1-point advantage after 3, 44-43. Wayne Harris put the Black Eagles on his back and has taken them to the state tournament and finishes with 28 points tonight. As again, they're down there celebrating, cutting down the nets. South Charleston wins the Class 4A Boys Region 3 Championship. And it won't be long for the final scores to come in. They'll have the seeding. And you gotta look at South Charleston and George Washington pairing up again in the state tournament in the quarterfinals at that 4-5 matchup. Up in the Eastern Panhandle in Region 2, Musselman defeats Martinsburg 58-54. So the Appleman and Musselman advance to the tournament next week. And then down in Ono, I've seen a final score down there. If I can pull it up. But it was Cabell Midland defeating St. Albans by 6, 51-45. So Cabell Midland returns to the state tournament, as we'll await the seedings. You got to think Morgantown's going to be at the top at that #1 seed. Them thinking followed by Parkersburg South, and then Jefferson out of the Eastern Panhandle. And then you've got the 4-5 seed, which I think will be George Washington and South Charleston. It doesn't matter which one's which, because they play each other. And then after that, you got to think it'll probably be Cabell Midland at the 6. I'm not real sure how those will play out, that 6 through 8. But again, what I'm looking at is the rematch. Well, it'll be the 4th time the two teams met this year. George Washington winning the first 2. South Charleston taking the last one there in the sectional championship at George Washington, 54-50. So look for them to pair up. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am on this one. So as they continue to cut down the nets here inside the South Charleston Community Center, we want to thank everybody for tuning in all year long to Black Eagles basketball. They'll finish the regular season at 20-5 on the year, as Princeton will drop to 13-8. Their season comes to a close for the Tigers. And again, it was Wayne Harris, the sophomore tonight, 28 points, as he leads the Black Eagles to a victory 64-49. So that'll do it from here inside the South Charleston Community Center. I want to thank all of our sponsors this year and everybody for tuning in. For my producer, Parker Withrow, I'm Jack Withrow. The final score here, South Charleston 64, Princeton 49. Good night.